where rail is going, and the region they're impacted, how do they feel about rail versus those where rail is not going? And here's some very disturbing facts, is that rail's not going to Hawaii Kai. Rail's not going to Kailua. Rail's not going to Kaneohe. Rail's not going over the north shore of the Haleiwa. Members and residents in those communities say, I don't support rail because it's not going to where I live and I'm not going to use it. And here's how I answer that question. We live on one island. Our common ground is this island. We're all together, by the way. We may not live next door to each other as neighbors, but we are kind of neighbors. And everyone here, I don't know where you lived before you moved here, but I assumed you lived here your whole life, right here. You paid to widen the highway out to Hawaii Kai for the guys there. Remember? It was 2 lanes. Now it's 3 lanes both ways. You paid for it, even though you don't live there. When I was a kid, the Kapolei Highway, right, it was a windy road, 2 lanes. We widened it, we straightened it, we all paid for it, even though we don't live in Kailua. And then when Kaneohe said, we need a highway too, we built the Like. It didn't exist in the old days. We all paid for that, no matter where we lived, assuming you all lived here. And then the windward side, we needed H1, H3. We all paid for it. $800 million project, even though you lived here. How often do you drive to Hawaii Kai? How often drive to Kailua? Kaneohe, the windward side. You drive around here. You drive into town. We all pay for what needs to be built to help each other. I believe that now this side, the west side, needs their transportation infrastructure. Not just a freeway, but a rail project that can move you into town faster and back home faster so you can be with your families. And I hate it when people say, I don't want to help you because I'm not going to use it. Because that's a very selfish, small-minded way of thinking that didn't exist in our community when we were kids. I don't think we ever thought of ourselves as one part of the island, and I don't care about the other side of the island. So that really is irritating and troubling, and it scares me too, because I think if we think more and more like that as a community, how can we all live together? But here's the last point. I don't know if it's answering your question, but it deals with this side of the island. I don't think you've ever had a mayor who's the mayor for this side of the island. I want to be that mayor. You know what mayors in the past have said? Move the Deep Draft Harbor out here. Move the industrial park out here. Move H-Power out here. Move our garbage dump out here. Move Kahi Power Plant out here. Anything we don't like in our neighborhoods because it's ugly, polluting, noisy, smelly, move it out here. And then we said move 60% of the people out here too. We'll build one freeway, we'll make them suffer every day. In and out every day, forever. Because we don't care. But we're happy in Hawaii Kai, we're happy in Manoa where I live. Everything's pretty and beautiful, easy to get around. I find that unacceptable. So I want to be the mayor for out here too. That means fighting for issues that are important to this place. And reminding the rest of the island not to forget this place. This place is taking all the burden, and now it's taking all the people. And in return, you need better infrastructure and more attention. So that people in Hawaii Kai can live their life. So that people in Manoa can live their life. And so you guys can all live your life better too. That's kind of a roundabout way shot. I don't know if it answered it. But it does show support. No, I mean, Kailua, not supporting rail. I'm a pro-rail guy. I have very few votes in Kailua. When I ran last time, I almost won. Less than 2% points behind on election day. Had 60 days to run when Mufi stepped down. But I got all my votes where the rail ran, my hometown of Waipahu, all of this side. Kailua was my weakest point. And they're really mad at me because they don't like rail. They don't want to pay for rail. We're not going to use rail. So I thought, well then, man, I'm not going to pay for any more taxes to upkeep your Kapolei Highway. Do that yourself. Why should I pay for that? Nah, that'd be selfish. I want to help Kailua. I want Kailua to help us on this side.